Hi, I'm Kurt Wadsworth, CEO of DorothyIA, here with another example of Dorothy Freedom in action. Biorad Laboratories versus 10x Genomics is another recently decided patent infringement case that involved willful infringement of U.S. patent number 8889083. The Federal Circuit recently affirmed the lower court's infringement decision in a decision that discusses some of my favorite tenets of patent law: doctrine of equivalence, patent history estoppel, and claim vitiation. I would love to discuss these issues in more depth, but the question I'm here to answer is, would Dorothy Freedom have identified the Biorad asserted patent based on a description of the 10x genomic device? We'll use this diagram as the example. So we have a microfluidics device for analyzing genetic materials. The microchannels for carrying fluids, an aqueous fluid carried by the microchannels containing genetic material and fluorescent particles, and an oily carrier fluid that interfaces with the aqueous fluid in the microchannels producing droplets. So we'll take these elements and input them into Dorothy Freedom, weight them based on the description, and then we'll just hit search. Okay, here are the results. No, but this one definitely seems relevant. No again, but definitely relevant. Here it is, the 083 patent, third on the list. Note that Biorad and the University of Chicago use different terminology than the 10x Genomics query we put together. For example, droplets are referred to as plugs by the Biorad patent, and the aqueous fluid in our search is referred to as aqueous plug fluid by the Biorad in the Biorad claims. Dorothy Freedom was able to identify this patent and place it relatively high on the list of return results despite these differences. Like the example we had last week, this example again shows that a relatively quickly put together description of the elements of a device, like the 10x genomic device, will identify relevant patents. Getting back to the reason we chose this case, ultimately it was decided based on whether non-fluorinated microchannels encompass a microchannel containing 0.02% kynar, which is a fluorine-containing coating resin, under the doctrine of equivalence, even though the term non-fluorinated was added during prosecution to overcome a prior art rejection. So the Federal Circuit decided that 0.02% fluorine-containing microchannels were equivalent because the minute or negligible quantity of fluorine that have no function in the product and do not react with the microchannels. So the 10x product falls within the tangentiality exception to the prosecution history estoppel articulated by the Supreme Court in Festo. And that is the rationale underlying the amendment bears no more than a tangential relationship to the equivalent in question. This is a super interesting case if you're into things like the doctrine of equivalence. But if you're just trying to protect your client from patent infringement, Dorothy Freedom's the way to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy searching.
Happy searching. Thanks for watching.